Today I will be teaching Kacchi Hyderabadi Biryani. Biryani is a unique dish because of the way in which it is cooked. The cooking process involves the steaming of rice and chicken in a closed vessel. This dish is from the central part of India, from the state of Andhra Pradesh, and that is why it is called Hyderabadi Biryani. The biryani has 3 steps. The first step is we have to brown or caramelize onions, and your recipe tells you how many onions you need to do for 3 cups of rice. And we do caramelize a lot more than will be needed for the marinade because we are going to use these later on for layering with the rice. To drain the onions from the oil, the best way to do it is if you can elevate your pan on one side so that all the oil trickles down, and this is oil we are going to use in the chicken when we are layering the rice and the chicken together. The second step to make the biryani is to marinate the chicken. We have fried onions that we were just frying. We are going to add these to the chicken. Then we go ahead and add some grated or blended ginger and garlic, and I'm going to put these in the magic bullet and just grind them so that they become a nice fine paste. To this, we'll add thick yogurt to marinate the chicken. Then we'll add some green cardamoms, and I'll crush these in a small pestle and mortar so that we get the maximum flavor out of these cardamoms. Some cloves, some nutmeg, cinnamon powder, some turmeric, which is very good for you, some cayenne pepper, and the last thing we add is the salt, and then we mix all this together and let it sit overnight. That is the best way to make this biryani, is if this meat sits overnight, and you can see how thick the yogurt is, so the marinade is nice and thick. And we are ready to put it now in the refrigerator to marinate overnight, and we'll make our biryani the next day. The next step is to cook the rice in boiling water and actually half cook it, and to the water we add some crushed green cardamom and salt. Anytime you add salt and oil to the water, the rice should not stick. So I'm going to go ahead and add the salt, and we are going to go ahead and add some oil. Before the layering process, we have to cook the rice, and my water is boiling with cardamom, oil and salt, and I'm going to add the basmati rice. Please don't use any other rice but basmati rice, and let it half cook. This is what it should look like, and we are ready to drain the rice and start layering. I'm going to put the chicken at the bottom. Here is the marinated chicken. The oil that we had used for frying the onions, I'm going to use some of that oil and pour it onto the chicken. And then we are going to go ahead and add the rice. And in this rice, we are going to add some fresh cilantro and mix it in. Some fresh mint, and some more fried onions, and we're going to mix this with the rice. The last thing to do is I'm going to make some holes here in the rice, and to this we are going to add, I have some saffron here, and I use the Indian saffron. It is probably the most expensive spice, but it adds to a beautiful flavor in the biryani. This is what is going to give the beautiful color to the biryani. and of course the flavor. And we'll drop a little bit in each hole and close these holes. Cover the dish with foil really tight, and just to be on the safe side, I'm going to use a double layer of foil. I'm going to put another baking pan on top of it, and then take this and put it in a preheated oven that has been preheated to 425, and then put the timer on for 20 minutes, and after 20 minutes we lower the temperature to 350 degrees and let it cook for another 40 minutes. After 40 minutes at 350, I'm going to turn the oven off and let the biryani sit for about 15 minutes before we take it out. So we're ready to take out the biryani. It's been sitting for about 20 minutes. And there is our biryani, and we're going to stir it. Looks lovely. To this we're going to add some more fresh cilantro to give it some nice color, as well as some more mint. And we're going to mix it all up. And our biryani is ready to be eaten.